Raw Story is reporting on yet another case of conservative hypocrisy when it comes to morality. They say, quote, a former leader of the Brooklyn branch of the Tea Party who once ran for office on a pledge to protect children admitted to possessing and trading child pornography. Goddamn. They say prosecutors charged 38-year-old Joseph Hayen on Friday with possession of a sexual performance of a child, a cringeworthy sentence to even say it, after police seized 5 desktop computers, 2 laptop computers, a tablet, video cameras, and a mobile phone. Hayen reportedly admitted to, quote, viewing 20 images of child pornography on his home computer involving children ranging from 2 years old to 12 years old. Dude, that's beyond sick. Sexually attracted to 2-year-olds to 12-year-olds. They say he was also ordered to comply with an order of protection barring him from having any contact with his 3 sons and 15-month-old daughter. In 2012, he ran for the state assembly saying he would sponsor legislation that would prohibit merchants from selling any obscene literature unless they cater exclusively to adults. So he was proposing legislation that was specifically anti-child porn, as he was involved with child porn. And then also when he ran for New York City Council the following year, his campaign website had the header, quote, our children are our future. Goodness gracious. So yet again, just like Josh Duggar the other day, this is another example of the holy rollers who scream the loudest have the most to hide. And it just struck me this morning. We always talk about how it's pure hypocrisy, and it is pure hypocrisy. So, and we all understand that. Here's I'm against child porn. Anyway, now let's go look at child porn. That's essentially what this guy was doing here. But I started thinking about it in a new way earlier today. It's like, you know what it is? It's like they're trying to reach some point of equilibrium, for lack of a better term, or homeostasis. They're trying to find this balance, this middle ground. And what do you have to do if you're somebody who really is sick and doing fucked up sex crimes? What do you have to do to try to reach that feeling of balance or middle ground or equilibrium or homeostasis? What you do is you have to take one extreme and go to the other extreme. And then you feel like you're more in the middle because you average out the 2 extremes. So your actions are the worst of the worst, but your rhetoric you think is the best of the best. Because your rhetoric is, child pornography is bad. I stand for sexual morality. Let's have one man, one woman marriage. Let's be virtuous and care about family values. So they go over the top in their rhetoric and with their arguments in the other direction to make up for the fact that their actions are the polar fucking opposite. And let's be clear here. Of course, there's no connection whatsoever. There's nothing immoral about gay sex. Let's be clear about that completely here. But oftentimes, I think that's what goes on in the minds of these people who are the brazen hypocrites. I mean, you have people who scream about the right type of sex and the right kind of sex and all these things that are immoral sexually, and then they're engaged in all those things. Ted Haggard is another example, talking about how gay marriage is bad, he's having sex with gay hookers and doing crystal meth off of their ass. So remember, always fear or always beware the holy rollers. There's a reason why they're screaming the loudest.